In this video, I'm going to teach you how to put error bars on your graphs. And I'm going to use two examples. First, this one, which is this is data about the behavior of gorillas in three different conditions. A control condition, listening to jungle sounds on a CD, and listening to classical music. And there's three behaviors that I have data for here: social behavior, resting behavior, and aggressive behavior. And we have 6 gorillas. And this is the raw data, the number of behaviors that were counted out of 480 for each of these, each condition for each gorilla. Okay? So the first thing we need to do here is we need to calculate the mean and the standard deviation for these. So the way we calculate the mean, come up here to the Formulas tab, and we're going to look for the one called average. If you can't find it, you can always search for it up in here. Okay, and then when we get to average, we're going to select the data that we want and click OK. And there we go. Now we got the average. And then we can easily do the same for all the other ones by just dragging this little corner square over there. Okay? And we'll do the same thing with standard deviation. Standard deviation, we want to use this function, stdev.p. There's a few different standard deviations, but this is the one that's meant for the population, so we'll use that. And again, we'll choose the same data and click OK, and then come over here, grab this little square and move it over. Okay, now we got our means and standard deviations. What I'll do next is I'll actually just make the graph first. Well, first let's select our data. We want to use we want to graph the means, and we're going to use the aggressive behavior. So I'm going to select this and then hold down Control, hold down the Control button and select the other ones. And when I got these 3 boxes selected, come up to the Insert tab. I'm going to use a bar graph like this and click it, and there I go. There's my graph. Okay, I'll put that right here. And I'm going to delete this title. And let me just fix the graph here before I get started on the rest of it. We have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to come down here to the data, and I'm going to select to change these, and I'm going to pick the names here. Control, hold down the Control button, click Jungle Sounds, and then click Music, and then click OK. And now you see the names are here. I click OK, and there they are in my graph. Good. All right. Now, the error bars we want to put in here, error bars are usually 95% confidence intervals. And the way we calculate those, well, I mean, you can look up how to do it yourself, but in Excel it's quite easy. We're going to use this function called confidence.t. We use the confidence.t because we want to use a t distribution, not a normal distribution, and that's because we only have 6 gorillas. If we had more than 30 subjects, then we would choose confidence.norm. But we have less than 30, so we'll do the t one. In the alpha, the first box up here, our alpha is going to be 0.05, and that is used in biology and psychology. It's standard. Okay. Then the next box, we need the standard deviation, which we just click this box. And then here we want the number of subjects, which is 6. And I'm just going to type that in. I'm not going to select a box here. And I click that, and now I got my confidence interval, and I can just drag this straight over. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready to put the error bars on. So if I come down to my chart, go to the Design tab, and over here, and I can come down to, here we go, for the error bars. Come all the way down. Don't select these ones. Don't select this, even if you think it's the right thing to do. Select that. We want our error bars to go up and down, have a cap on them, and we want to do the user-defined ones. Then we're going to come here, and we have two boxes for the top. So I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to select my top ones, which is I'm doing the aggressive, so it's going to be here. And again, hold down the control button and select that and that. And then for the down, we want to basically use the same one. So we select this, hold down control, select this and this, and then hit OK. And there you go. Now you have your error bars. And maybe while I'm here, I'll just do one more thing with this graph. I'll put a label on my axis there. Okay, let me erase this, and let me type a mean, and there I am, I'm done. Now let's do the same thing with the this data, which is the effect of seawater on the growth of Medaka hatchlings. And you can see this case, we have 7 weeks of observations, and we have 5 Medaka here and then 5 Medaka here. And we already calculated the means and standard deviations. So I just need to do the confidence intervals. So I'll come here, and same as before, I'll click, we only have 5, so we use confidence T, 0.05. The standard deviation is this, and the number of subjects was 5. And let's click go. And then we'll just drag this over to get the same thing for all of them. And we'll do it again down here. Now it might seem, and I'll drag it over, it might seem a little tedious that I'm showing you this again, but one of the reasons why I want to do this again is because if you look right here, you'll see that one of the Medaka died. So here, my confidence interval is based on 5 subjects, but I need to actually change that to 4. And then, come to this confidence interval again and change this one to 4. Okay. And now I'm ready. So you have to be careful about that kind of thing. We're going to graph the means here. So we'll do that. We'll come back to our insert, and this time we're going to do a line plot. Okay. We'll just put it right here. And as usual, I'm going to delete that because we don't need that. And here we go. Here's our data. Next thing I need to do is put the other line on here. So I'm going to do another changing the data here. I also want to name this. So this first series, I'm going to hit edit, and I'm going to choose freshwater for the name. Okay. Now I'm going to add another series. Next one's click seawater for the name, and then the series is going to be the means of the seawater. Okay, and I click OK. All right, hit it. Now there we go. Okay, you see I got the graph. So now to get the confidence intervals, once again, come over here. We're on the Design tab, and come down here to my error bars. Select this. This time I have to choose which one. I'm going to do the freshwater ones first. So click OK for that. And once again, I want up and down. I want the user-defined ones. And I'll choose the data. And for up, I want to use these confidence intervals. And for down, I also want to use these ones, the same ones. Okay. Let's just check that looks good so far. Yep. Let's put the error bar on the other one. So do the same thing, but this time we're going to choose the seawater ones. Check everything is there is good. User defined. And this time the seawater confidence intervals. Got that. And we'll select the same data to make the minus side. Okay, and let's close that. And there we go. Now we got our confidence intervals. Let's just quickly finish up this graph here. We'll put a label on the bottom and call it weeks. We'll put a label on the left side. And then maybe one more thing that we could use in this graph would be a legend like that that says which one's freshwater, which one's seawater. And there we are, we're done.